What's going on, everybody? I'm back again with another video. And what if I tell you that some of the best views of New York City are actually right here in Jersey? Well, I got a little toy with me, which is my bike. Haven't rode my bike in a minute, but if you actually go by East Boulevard around Weehawken in Guttenberg, you're gonna see amazing views of New York City. So today is a holiday, so there's really not much traffic happening around. And I think it's the best way for me to bike around there and see what's going on. Also, I want to explore Guttenberg, which is a really small town in New Jersey, but it used to be, or it still might be, the most densely populated municipality in the United States. So we're going to look forward to that. So without further ado, join me. So I'm out here in Oakton Avenue, and I'm gonna merge into Palisades Avenue and make it all the way down to the other side. And then this is Journal Square over here. See the new development going on over here. Then I think one of my first stops is going to be Riverview Park by the Heights, which I've been there a few times, and I'm going to show you a little bit of the park and the views, and then we'll start making it forward to the other side of the neighborhood. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is my first time biking when the weather is cold, even though today's not brutal like other days. But yeah, actually, yeah, I think it's been a minute. Today's like today's like low 50 or maybe in the high 40s. So, but yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. It actually feels pretty nice, you know, biking around here. But yeah, let's make it towards the other side and see what can we find. I covered this neighborhood many times, but I'm in Journal Square area, and you can see, wow, how they developed the buildings. You would never thought that in a neighborhood like this, they would develop like high-rise buildings like this. But yep, they started with 1, 2, and then there's another one in the back, so it's 3 buildings, and they're gonna keep developing more. So while we're going over there, you can see a little bit of this side in Jersey to see what's going on. When I'm in Magnolia Avenue, so I'm gonna make it over here, then make a detour to Palisades and go straight forward until I make it by East Boulevard. I'm biking around here, you can see how nice this neighborhood is in Jersey City. Like the streets are nice, the architecture is beautiful. I'm gonna show you my right side, what it looks like. Look at the houses, how beautiful it is. Like it feels like if you're in the city in New York. You know, here you got some brownstone buildings. I don't think I ever walked this street, and this is literally like a couple of blocks from where I live, so I'm gonna have to do another Journal Square video up soon. But let's make it to my left and go all the way straight. This is the high school that serves Journal Square in Jersey City called Dickinson. And I think it has a lot of history, you know, the architecture is beautiful. And then we made it through Palisades. So now we're just gonna go straight. I think ahead of me should be a couple of bike lanes. Over here is Palisades Avenue. And we're literally like in the Heights section of Jersey City. Like I say, Jersey City is a city that I guess it gets all the attention because of New York City, you know, but it's one of the most diverse cities in the United States. And I'm proud to call the city my home. You see the architecture is going on here, beautiful. We're gonna go ahead, and Riverview Park should be probably a couple of more blocks. Here we got like a hospital that's going on. But yeah, I'm gonna go bike a little bit forward and show you a little bit of the view that we're going to be waiting ahead. I got to tell you something, as much as I love Jersey City, one thing that they're not doing pretty good is the streets. The streets are pretty bad shape, pretty bumpy, so it's forcing me to bike in the sidewalk, which I don't want to, but I know in other towns they got the bike lanes. So yeah, I mentioned that in one of my previous videos, so hopefully the same way they're trying to develop the neighborhoods, they develop the streets. You know, the streets is pretty much essential. But yeah, but let's head into the park to show you what's going on. Finally made my first stop over here in the Heights, Riverview Park, which is a nice, small, tiny park over here. You can see it has a fountain in the middle. But we're gonna walk over there. You're gonna get an amazing view of Manhattan, Hoboken, some parts, you know, of Jersey City. It's gonna be impressive view, and then we're gonna keep working our way more towards north to get a better view of New York City. So actually, my first stop is right here, and you can see what I'm talking about. So you got Hoboken underneath, and then Midtown Manhattan is over there, and then Lower Manhattan is over there. So pretty impressive. Let me see if I can go down the hill and get like a close-up view of what's going on. I'm looking at the map, and I'm actually still a little bit far from my destination, but I'm gonna make it. So I'm gonna head back to Palisades, which is gonna pass between Union City and Weehawken. And once I head towards Weehawken, I'm gonna merge into some of the streets and make it an East Boulevard. That's when you get an even better view of the city that's going on. Seems like they got something going on in the park, and the weather here feels pretty nice and warm, but yeah. But let's move ahead. I think it's probably gonna take me like 20-30 minutes to get there on the bike. So before we head back into Palisades Avenue, there's a little tiny street that I want to show you guys that I think is pretty nice, probably one of the nicest small streets in Jersey City, which is called Oakton Avenue. And I really like the residential area of the streets and the houses. So this is it ahead of me. You see how small it is. We got a lot of beautiful houses, and I'll show you what's going on ahead. So this is it. So you can see already most of the leaves are almost gone by the trees in the fall season. But they got beautiful, nice houses piled up together, but it's still gorgeous to look at. And then they got the speed bumps, so people don't be speeding when they drive, because you know, people do drive crazy here in Jersey. Look at this, it's like a mixture of history where you see with architecture, the houses. So not only are we trying to find the best views in the city, we're also trying to explore the neighborhoods and surroundings around here. And we got this beautiful houses right here, they're gorgeous. And look at the autumn colors, the fall. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make it back to Palisades Avenue and go forward more towards the Weehawken area, and then I'll show you guys what's happening ahead of me. Now I just literally entered Union City, right after Jersey City. You can see the difference. And one difference is that they have a bike lane here compared to Jersey City. There's a park over here, goes the other way. In the background you can see Manhattan. But yeah, if you go ahead, in my left hand will be Union City, and in the right will be Weehawken. So we're gonna go ahead and see what can we find. And then one thing here, they got some really beautiful houses on both sides. Beautiful apartment complex, you know, with nice architecture. Some of them they recreate some of the apartment complexes in New York City. Like over here with the triangles in the top, you know, it's pretty cool. The street keeps going, you see the mix of old architecture with new condos in Union City. I think it's a really underrated city in Jersey. But then you see the streets, how impeccable they are. I made a video here like a year ago, and I was really impressed with the city. You know, it has a lot to offer and a lot of things to do. So this over here is where the township of Weehawken starts. This is Weehawken, and Union City's right there. And they also got like a little park over there, and I can see the buildings in Manhattan. But I'm gonna make it forward towards that way and merge and try to make my way to JFK Boulevard and then Boulevard East. And you're gonna start getting the beauty of the view. So look at the houses. This is Weehawken side, right off of Palisades. Pretty beautiful. The sidewalks are impeccable, and you can see the street, what it looks like at the end. It's pretty nice. Let me go forward. We got a bike lane, so I just gotta watch out for this green truck right here. Whoa. And that's Union City right there to my left. And then let me see, today is a holiday, but I see some of the restaurants are open right here. Wow, this is not far from where I live, and I feel like a tourist exploring it. And pretty good that I can get it by bike. But yeah, I should be getting close to my destination where I want to see. So I gotta look at my GPS to my map and see where do I merge. And these are some of the streets. And you can see the leaves fell off the trees, but in the summertime, it's a beautiful street to explore. But yeah, I'm just randomly picking up the streets. I think I gotta go a little straight. But I'll find my way. I'm just gonna follow where I see the skyscrapers, then I know that's the way that I gotta go. I'm waiting here under the light. I think this over here will take you right into Manhattan. Pretty busy, so I'm gonna go underneath, and then I should be merging in some of the regular streets, and it'll take me right to the view of New York City. Over here you got like a couple of streets. So JFK Blvd East goes all the way here, then it's gonna make it way. And then we got Parkview, and over there should be like a nice looking neighborhood. You know, the houses get pretty nicer over this side when they're closer to the river. So I'll probably check out some of the houses here, and then I'm gonna check out JFK Boulevard. That's where you're gonna get the impressive view of the city. So after biking, I made it here to this amazing park, Hamilton Park. This is already Weehawken. This is where you're gonna get the view, which I'm gonna show you in a bit. See this guy's impressive view. Literally got the whole view of Manhattan right here. Wow. Empire State, that's Midtown Manhattan. And you go down here, Lower Manhattan, you can even see the Verrazano Bridge. In Jersey City, if you go there, the view is even better, so we're gonna go down that way. So I feel like I ran a little bit out of breath biking around here, but it's totally worth it because you get this entire view. One of the best views you're gonna get in New York City, and it's right in New Jersey. It's literally high up above the hill, look. Over here, you know, perfect for Instagram pictures. Haven over here, then just climb on top and look at this beauty right here. Ooh, even Verrazano, even Jersey City. And then over there where you see those buildings at the end, I think that's Guttenberg. So I'm probably gonna try to push myself all the way down that way. West New York is that way too, so I'm probably gonna go all over East Boulevard and see what views can I get. But this is just impressive right here. But yep, home state Jersey, and look, we got amazing views on New York City right here. Yes, I can never get bored of these views. And one time when I make a video, I said in the 4th of July, a lot of people, they come over here, they pile up. So in the 4th of July, have a good luck trying to find a parking. This gets like super packed and people pile up over there with the view of the Hudson River and Manhattan. But yeah, the views over here are breathtaking, but also the houses across the street, they're beautiful. If you merge into some of the neighborhoods, you're gonna get some nice looking houses. So this is a really, really nice neighborhood right here. Also over there, they got they're taking a picture. I think it's like a quinceañera, you know, for the Hispanic community, because there's a high Hispanic community around here in the neighborhoods. They celebrate, you know, the 15 years, and they dress, you know, the girl, make her look like a princess or something. So they got one over there. The GoPro Camp Supers is over there, so this is a good spot to take a picture with the whole entire city. But I'm gonna get my bike and bike a little forward, probably towards West New York, and I'm gonna push all the way to Guttenberg to see what can I find. We walked the entire boardwalk through a couple of towns down and get the amazing view. But let's bike a little forward and see what other views can we find, and maybe merge into some of the streets to see what else is happening. So you get nice looking houses like this, and then you got this view over here, like a park. I think I'm gonna stop over here to see this amazing park over here to see what can we find. So it seems like this is like a tribute for the veterans who serve here for the United States. Well, actually it says Weehawken hometown heroes, so I guess these are all veterans from Weehawken, New Jersey. And then together with all of this view right here, it's like you could literally have a blast filming around here. You know, it's just pretty gorgeous, just awesome over here. So got the iconic Empire State Building. This is a perfect place for you to work on your Instagram or capture, you know, the views of Manhattan, especially Midtown. Got the Hudson Yards over there, Billionaire as well, and the Upper West Side all over that way. So now I'm just gonna merge into one of the streets here to show you what the regular neighborhood looks like. Just gotta watch where I am. Gonna show you a bit of Weehawken. I already covered this beautiful town, like I think like 2 years ago. But this is what you get once you get outside of the East Boulevard. You get beautiful houses like this. And the only bad thing is that you gotta work your cardio. But here you got, you know, amazing houses. And wow, the leaves literally fell down fast. Last week we had a lot of red leaves. But yeah, look at this gorgeous houses. Pretty beautiful, right? So here I'm gonna make my left, then another left, and I'll show you, once you exit one of these regular streets, you're gonna get the view of Manhattan. And then after that, we'll try to push it to Guttenberg and we wrap up the video. Then another thing you gotta keep in mind is in these towns, the street could be pretty tight. Weehawken, Union City, West New York. But it's still pretty interesting towns here in Jersey to explore. Now I'm gonna make my other left right here, Clifton Terrace, and I'll show you what's happening around here. So this is what you get. Beautiful street with beautiful houses. Wow. I love how they maintain it. They already raked the leaves of the fall. And then ahead, the best view, New York City. And I like how they renovated the street so it makes the bike run pretty smooth. Look at this houses, wow. Pretty nice and big. And then once you finish ahead, ta-da, you got Manhattan skyline. Specifically, Midtown Manhattan over here at the end. But yeah, this is just amazing. I gotta say, this is probably the nicest boulevard, or one of the nicest boulevards around here, not only in Jersey, but in the States in general, because you get beautiful houses and the view of Manhattan. And this is actually like West New York. So this is another town. And then one thing about Jersey is that the town's so small, so like your neighbor can live in one street, then the other one can live in another street. But yeah, this is West New York, and where the buildings are at the end is Guttenberg. So this is the West New York area waterfront. So they got a couple of tables here. I guess you could play checkers or dominoes, or maybe have a bite, you know, when the weather's nice. Today it's not bad as long as you dress up for the weather. Then you got some of the apartment complex of West New York. It says over there clearly West New York. Then they got condos right there by the water, and then of course this. Pretty much a similar view, but I feel like in the Weehawken area you can see the city even closer. Yeah, I would never get bored of this view. It's just gorgeous. Also, another thing I want to add, that West New York has, I think after Florida, one, if not the highest Cuban population, like I say after Florida, around the area, right here in New Jersey. That's why you see like a memorial like this in tribute to the Cubans. The Cuban flag over there, and then over here says in Spanish, La libertad se conquista con el filo del machete. This is Spanish say, so you know, a lot of history happening with this town beside the amazing view of the city in the background. So this is some of the apartment complex of West New York that passes right next to East Boulevard. The East Boulevard does like a little bit of a merge and a zigzag. Must be cool to live around here and get a nice view of the city. So I made it here to Guttenberg, and Guttenberg is one of the most densely populated municipalities in the United States. You know, it's a really small township, but it has, I think, over 11,000 people living around here. It's only like a couple of blocks, and you can see this is like a little shopping center. Then you got, you know, some high-rise buildings. And then if you merge into that side, you got like the township over that way. And then I think when you see those buildings over there at the end, that must be North Bergen. So it's like a lot of towns over here, but I'm gonna make it to that corner and see what type of views we get from this angle. And then I'll probably wrap up the video. This area over here is pretty lovely in Guttenberg, bordering with, you know, West New York and North Bergen. I like the street, how that is, you know, decorated in red. They got a couple of apartment complex, the Galaxy Towers. This is like the skyline of Guttenberg. And then over this area, you get probably more view of Upper West Side and Riverside Park. Then up in Harlem and the Heights should be over that way. I see a little portion of George Washington Bridge, but yeah, pretty lovely. But I'm gonna walk towards this corner to see if I get a better view of what's going on. And over here is the Upper West Side, and there should be a way to get down there. There's like another park over that way. And then you got apartment complex with an amazing view of the city. But I'm pretty sure the people who live here, they got a nice view too, so pretty awesome. Oh yeah, I see like a guy walking down this way. So that will be pretty interesting. So I think if I go around the corner, I could go down. But I think I'm just gonna save that maybe in the future when I do a proper video for Guttenberg. The battery died because the weather was really cold, but I decided to do my outro right here in the house. But that was a really fun ride. And the thing is that in this area in Jersey, they have like a thing that's called Palisades, which is high up where you saw that cliff over there, and you could get the whole view of New York City. And the Palisades goes all the way to Hudson County, all the way up north, you know, probably higher to Bergen County. But yeah, that was a really fun ride, you know, like a nice weather and all of that. So I'm gonna wrap up the video over here. So that was the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.